Hi guys, Jared here from Geek Retreat Borough.
And Louis, also from Geek Retreat Borough.
And we're here with very exciting news. We have been chosen as one of 10 stores in the whole entire world as part of the WPN premium status to reveal one of the brand new cards from the brand new set, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
And so, Jared, what is this new card?
Well, Louis, let's find out.
Together.
The card that we have been revealed from Wizards of the Coast is part of a colour cycle, we can presume, because of the reveals that have already happened.
It's looking like it. It looks like we're revealing the fourth in the cycle. But going off of Sanctums before, maybe we get a Wooburg one. We don't know.
Maybe. Let's find out. So, without further ado, here is the card. So, the card reads, Go Shintai of Lost Wisdom. It's a 1 and a blue, a legendary enchantment creature, which is a shrine.
Yeah, that's right. It has the Shrine typing. Obviously, it's in the Goshintai cycle. But Shrine isn't a creature type. A lot of people have been talking about that recently, but Shrine is not a creature type. It is an enchantment type. Yes. So, no Morophon or similar shenanigans here.
Unfortunately not. The rest of the text reads as it is a 0/4 flying creature. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 generic mana. When you do, target player mills X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a very familiar design that we've seen. The shrines all playing off of each other.
Shrines doing shrines.
Shrines doing shrine stuff. So
the only little change this time is obviously you've got to pay into it, I guess, which kind of makes it a little bit not as powerful as the others, I guess, but it's very much going to play into the whole shrines.
Entirely, yeah. One thing we're seeing with the Goshintais so far is the having to pay 1 at the beginning of your end step, or I'm not completely certain if it's all at the beginning of the end step. It seems like it so far, but it's all paying 1, whereas in the past shrines have been a more passive thing. They've had their kind of upkeep or draw triggers and so on, but you haven't had to pay into them, so that's an interesting one with this.
But yeah, with them being shrines as well, I mean, there's now access to 16 total number?
I believe so. So there's the 5 Hondens, the 6 Sanctums, and then, so that's 11, and then we've got potentially 5, maybe 6, 5 of these Goshintais, so it's looking like 16. So I know if anyone managed to get all 16 out, I think the game's over.
Yeah,
I don't think you could without ending the game.
Just a good game, GG.
Yeah, we're done here, we're done.
Out of the shrines, it was worth it. So I think, personally, this particular, because we've seen some reveals such as Mirror Box, which is the cheaper mirror gallery, which means that it gets around any legend rules as well. So
Sakashima.
Sakashima cutting commander, absolutely. So playsets, I think, is a possibility with this, with like standard, even modern potential. I know there's some meta modern decks that run mill specifically, which is to the bane of everybody's existence. But I think standard, this could easily fit in as well if you get Mirror Box out as well as part of it.
Yeah, of course.
But of course, Shrines Commander, it's a given. Any Wooburg deck,
it's going to happen.
Anybody like that.
These are easy slot in, really. Goshintai of Lost Wisdom could also be used in a thing we've been talking over of, say, alt-win-con tribal. So people looking to just shove every way of winning except for hitting the face. So things like Mill, things like what is it, Happily Ever After.
Yeah. Labman, Thassa's Oracle.
Things like that.
Etc. Etc.
Etc. Yeah. So things like this, just tying into Happily Ever After. This is an enchantment and a creature. You know, something we haven't seen much of outside of, say, Theros block and so on. So it fills a couple of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think the potential definitely there. And that's not us upselling this at all because we were chosen to reveal it.
Of course not.
No, but I think it's definitely going to fit into a lot of decks. Along with the other Goshintai shrines, I think they're an awesome set, and I think for a moment we need to talk about the artwork as well, because Kamigawa set in general is absolutely amazing. Shout out to Johannes Voss.
Johannes Voss, a very prolific artist.
Yes.
With Magic. This set is looking to be one of the most thematically just interesting and just a lot of effort put into it. In artistic direction, in design direction, it looks like it's a real kind of return to form for Kamigawa.
I'm glad it's back, and I'm glad they've kind of brought it forward. And the more we're hearing about the lore and why we are in this cyberpunk future with Kamigawa as well is amazing. Like returns of the
Jing Taxis and so on.
Tamio as well, now being a Phyrexian is interesting. On Tezzeret, the skin betrayer, I believe, or something vile.
Of those, like something, yeah.
And of course, rat ninjas.
Oh yeah,
Just rat
Nezumi
ninjas.
and so on. The Nezumi.
It's gonna be amazing. So yeah, here at Geeky Tree specifically, we will be doing our pre-release weekend on the 11th. We tend to run alternate formats as well. We aren't particularly a prolific drafting place, but the draft experience we do offer is Two-Headed Giant, because we have a very communal-driven player base for Magic specifically, and all the other games that we do run. So Friday, the 11th of February, we'll be running our Two-Headed Giant with the pre-release packs. And then the following week for main release, we will be doing typical Friday Night Magic for the main Kamigawa release, and then Commander Precon Day, I believe.
Yes, I believe so. So, can try out some of those new precons for Kamigawa.
Yeah. If you want to find out more about what we do here at Geeky Tree Borough, make sure you check out our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube channel, TikTok,
yeah,
LinkedIn.
Follow us on Bebo.
Yeah, Bebo, that's the thing. Absolutely.
Yeah,
MySpace. Sure. If you are within the Teesside area, make sure you come in to the store and check out what we're all about. Meet the team, meet our communities, play a bit of Magic, trade a bit of Magic, buy some Magic. Finally, a big thank you to Wizards of the Coast for choosing us to do the big reveal. So, chef's kiss to you guys, and here's to a bright future.
In Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
What a segue, thank you. Perfect, end scene.